let's get started with the news. Guys, let's see what we got going on here. Lorraine Bobbert explains why her husband exposed himself in a bowling alley. I got this. What the hell is this about? What's going on, Bobbert? Lorraine Bobbert. Shrink this there. Colorado Rep. Lorraine Bobbert has a new book out. Advertising her book. The Washington Examiner got a hold of a copy, and you can eat my ball sack. Firstly, there was an incident in a bowling alley in 2004. Lauren is known to have been hanging out with her future husband by the time she was 17. At around this time, Jason Stephen Bobbert pleaded guilty to charges of public indecency and lewd exposure after an incident at Fireside Lane in Colorado, in which he reportedly took his penis out of his pants to show off a tattoo to two young women. The fuck? Lauren was also present at the time Jason was sentenced. Was she one of the two women? Was sentenced to 4 days in jail and the subsequent 2 years on probation. No more dick outs in the bowling alley for 2 years. Okay, according to a report from Salon last year, Garfield County Sheriff's deputy arrived at the bowling alley after being called by the venue's owner, Larry McCone. He told them he repeatedly told Jason Bobbert to leave after complaints from the women, but he refused to leave and became belligerent. Why would you be belligerent, bro? You just took your dick out. Like, why would you? Lauren Roberts. Oh, she was Roberts at the time, as she was then known, was also present and told cops she had not seen Jason expose himself. The dude took his dick out, man, to show a tattoo. He's like, no one's gonna believe me unless I take my dick out. That smaller. All right, man guns down mother, shoots stepfather in head in front of 9-year-old girl. That's wild, man. That's wild. Biden meets Israel's leaders with focus on Iran. Is that Israel's leader? Or is that guy two people? Is he leaders? Move this over here. Former CIA engineer convicted in WikiLeaks espionage case. Ukraine war is still happening. A race to acquire smarter, deadlier drones. Trump-Hogan fight emerges in Maryland. GOP's governor race. Trouble for Trump as committee makes case Capitol attack was premeditated. Los Angeles DA Gascon to disband unit that notifies victims of their assailants' parole hearings. Right. Gascon. Study uncovers search engine gender bias and its potential real-world implication. This sounds stupid, so I'll see what it is. Let's see what it is. As more individuals spend more time online, advanced algorithm technologies have whatever, but many of these algorithms are built upon biased data collected over years, blah, blah, blah. New research from New York shows that countries' level of gender inequality is reflected in my nutsack. Algorithms have become a staple in. Now, new research from psychologists and blah, blah, blah. Get to the point sometime. These findings call for an integrative model of ethical / artificial intelligence that includes human psychological processes to illuminate the formation, operation, and mitigation of algorithmic bias. Done. Artificial intelligence algorithms are designed to detect patterns in to understand the baseline gender inequality, you have to get to the point sometime today. Investigators then searched the gender neutral term person in Google Images in 37 countries using the dominant language of each respective country. 3 months later, they carried out the same experiment in 52 countries, including 31 from the first round. In both searches, greater nation level gender inequality as reported by GGGGI was associated with more male dominated Google image search results. More of something doesn't demonstrate a bias, because I guaranteed if it was more female, you wouldn't think it was biased. That is stupid. Was associated with male-dominated Google images, demonstrating a link between societal level disparities. How does that demonstrate a link between societal level disparities and algorithmic output? To test what impacts this bias might have on real, how do you already conclude that there's a bias? Researchers conducted a series of experiments among 395 men and women in the United States. In the experiments, investigators devised image sets based on results of internet searches in different countries. Low inequality countries, Iceland, Finland, tended to have near equal male and female representation in image results, while high inequality countries like Hungary and Turkey. That is gotta be a pun. One is Hungary and another one's Turkey. Had predominantly male, 90% image sets. What's your point? That's just not how the internet works. The images that show up is not based on the word, it's based on whatever the word is associated with. So there's more images of men when you search person, because that's just what those images are correlated to in the search engine. Participants were told they were viewing image search results of 4 lesser known professions: handler, draper, peruka, and lapidary. What the hell is a peruka? I don't know what a lapidary is either. Before viewing the image sets, participants were asked which gender was more likely to be employed in each profession. I will assume in all of these, men. All of those are men. Participants were asked which gender was more likely to be employed in each, for example, responses to who is more likely to be a peruka, a man or a woman? Man, obviously. Who's more likely to be a nurse? Woman? Oh, well, that's weird. That's just crazy. served as baseline perception. In each of the four categories, participants, regardless of sex, determined males were more likely than females to be handlers, drapers. No shit, because these people aren't idiots. The same questions were asked after participants viewed the image sets. This time, those viewing images derived from low inequality countries reversed their male biased assumptions reported in the baseline experiment. Researchers found participants showed an additional experiment asked participants to judge how likely a man or a woman would be employed by each profession. Individuals then presented with male and female images, asked to select one to hire in each profession. Images presented from countries with lower inequality ratings led to more egalitarian candidates selection among participants and vice versa. Overall, the studies highlighted a cycle of bias propagation between society, AI, and users. So what are you saying? Are you saying poor people are sexist? These findings demonstrate that societal levels of inequality are evident. How do you make everything equal? That doesn't make sense. Things aren't equal. Things aren't equal. It's like you have an odd number of something and you're like, why isn't it equal? It's not fair. It's stupid. It's stupid. Dumb, 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 dumb. Miss Marvel creator says only Kevin Feige knows where that tease is headed. Okay. Arizona Attorney General asked court to unblock abortion ban. There isn't an abortion ban. Oh, in Arizona? So did Arizona block abortion? I don't know. I didn't know that. Mother of dead Russian soldier vows uprising against Putin. Huh? Did she just threaten a dictator? It's just crazy. Biden's latest gaffe, victims advocates outrage at Dem DA's latest move, and more top headlines. Brittany Griner's back in Russian court after last week's guilty plea. Of course she pleaded guilty. Experts, pregnant people could fake pregnant people. Is this the equality thing we were talking about? Pregnant people could face greater risk of domestic violence after abortion bans. Get them. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Oh. Racial gaps in college graduation widen underfunding model meant to boost performance. That also doesn't make sense. The racial gap is never going to be eliminated because there's more of one race than every other. You can never make them equal, you stupid. There's just not enough. There's just not enough people. Just annoyed at this point. Global life earnings results in whatever. Akron recognizes Jayland Walker's funeral as citywide day of mourning. No. No. I don't know him. I'm not mourning. Judge denies Amber Heard's appeal for, what was this? Mistrial? Mistrial, genital defamation case. Education, culture wars come for woke Catholic schools. How is there such a thing as a woke Catholic school? It just seems like it shouldn't go together. No. You all do realize some people have big families. They do have to buy more than one. While TikTok shows customers swarming to grab Costco chickens, sparking debate. Okay. Why would why would there be a debate about that? St. James man convicted of 600 million health insurance fraud. Ooh, that's a lot of jail time, sir. Oklahoma City police, 3 men arrested after responding to online sex ads. Was it for children? They got Chris Hansen. Fat check. Can you overdose from picking up fentanyl laced dollar? Maybe, I don't know. Why would someone waste their fentanyl in $1? Tragic reason, 1 man died after drinking Jägermeister. Only one? Former Sergeant Tammany? Tammany. That's a crazy name. Oh, former Saint Tammany deputy fired, arrested after aiding in runaway teenagers. Wow. War in Ukraine. Ukrainian forces take out 2 Russian Uragan multiple rocket launcher vehicles. Okay, good for them. What are these, explosions? Why an anti-abortion amendment to the Kentucky Constitution sets a dangerous precedent? Don't know. I made a mistake, says TikTok famous owner of escaped deadly cobra. Oh yeah, you definitely fucked up. I don't think it's legal to even own deadly animals like that, and definitely not to like accidentally release it. Ex-high school math teacher sent to prison for trying to have sex with 14-year-old. Wow. Well, I mean, he tried it. At least it says tried and not succeed. Justice for juror trial. Gang members threaten ADA's witness called a rat. Prosecutors say. Huh? Famously disastrous cars that were in fact pretty successful. Okay. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever casting characters. Why is Black Panther in the news all of a sudden? Netflix slammed after teaming up with Microsoft to introduce ad breaks. How climate change is now threatening the survival of fire adaptive sequoia trees. German Shepherd chilling on water with pool noodle delights internet. Lauren Bobbitt reacts to American Taliban label. The Constitution has God all over it. It certainly does. New York City Council urges dysfunctional Department of Education to restore school budget. Yellowstone fans are in utter disbelief over Kevin Costner clip teasing season 5. Who are these weirdos? The definitive Pearl Jam playlist. Okay, so these weirdos are Pearl Jam. Breaking news, tragic accident at Triangle Lake leaves Oregon TE Spencer Webb dead. I don't know who he is, so sorry if I'm not sad. How far will they go? Ferrari 308 versus BMW. Despicable. Jim Jordan called out over outrageous take on child rape case. Alabama officer's wife fatally run over by another woman. Was he banging that other woman? Yeah, I think he was banging the other one. So I know. An argument between 2 women left one of them, a police officer's wife, dead, the other in jail. In Greenville, wait. Did she watch a woman get into her car and then run her over? That's weird. Greenville, Police Chief Justin Lavorne said the dispute happened Saturday night at a gathering in Butler County. According to witnesses, the two women got into an argument. It escalated when one of the women got into her car to leave and struck the other woman. Did the other woman try to stop her car from leaving? Court records made public Wednesday identified the victim as Christina Mosley. Lavorne said she was a mother and a wife of one of his officers. The officer was not at the gathering, chief said. Latonia Monea Owens, 41, is charged with murder in Mosley's death, according to records. Charging documents said the killing happened at 150 Pecan Road, just outside Greenville's city limits. There was an eyewitness to this and witnesses that put Owens behind the wheel of the vehicle before and after the accident. Owens was taken into custody several hours after the incident. She is being held in Butler County Jail for $500,000 bond. She killed a chick. What is this? Why is this dude crying? Kidnapping, rape suspect performed obscene act during jury trial. What? Boston man accused of kidnapping and raping a woman in Boston in 2019 was ordered out of the courtroom during jury selection of his trial Wednesday for performing a lewd act. Is this him? Victor Pina, 42, Charlestown, suddenly appeared naked on a monitor in the courtroom and began performing an obscene act. Was he jerking himself off? What do they keep trying not to say it? Scene act in front of potential jurors in another room for approximately 16 seconds before an officer appeared and the video was shut off. The potential jurors who witnessed the act were excused based off what they have seen. Yeah, they would be biased after seeing that. Pena will continue. Why would he do that? That's just so stupid. Did he not like the jury selection? Pena will continue to be allowed to hear and view the proceedings remotely, but will no longer appear on the monitor in the main courtroom, officials said. Pena currently faces 1 count of kidnapping and 10 counts of aggravated rape. Authorities said he held 23-year-old Olivia Ambrose against her will and sexually assaulted her at his Wolford Way home in Charleston in January 2019. How did he capture this woman? Pena underwent a mental competency evaluation following his arrest in January. His attorney told reporters in early 2019. Wait. If he was in a room with officers, how did he get his clothes off? His attorney told reporters in early Charleston district he's likely to be fit to stand trial, despite Pena's brother describing his brother as mentally slow. Not slow when it comes to taking his dick out. Dr. Jordy Shapiro, a court-appointed mental health clinician, said in court earlier that when she talked to Pena, he acted bizarrely, falling to his knees several times, sucking his thumb, and praying loudly for forgiveness, that he appeared to be hearing voices, or he's pretending to be hearing voices. Because I'm pretty sure you don't have a good time in jail being a rapist. Hikers narrowly escaped after blah, blah, blah. His behavior appears to be somewhat psychotic, but also bizarre or intentional and acting. Some symptoms are so bizarre to suggest exaggeration. Exactly. Pena was held without bail and was taken to Nashua Street Jail after his pre-trial court appearance in March. Ambrose went missing in January, setting off a 3-day search that ended when she was found alive in Pena's Charleston apartment. At least she was alive. 3 days though, she told police she had been held against her will and that Pena had taken her cell phone from her. It's clear to me something is missing. Jose Pena told reporters inside the Charleston County Friday. He said his brother's ex-wife would testify on his behalf later. Testify to what? if they found the victim that was missing at his home, what was his story? What did he say in his defense? Authorities have said that Charlie card information and images from the footage helped identify Pena and helped lead to his arrest. All right, there's not enough information there, so we'll stop on that one. All right, until next time.